Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 5? Episode 5 of Proxima Beyond. We are back at the asteroid base, and let's have a little bit of a recap of what we did last time. So we did a lot of capturing of ships, which I grind down. You can see also the prison ship is gone now. The most important thing we did so far is actually get ourselves an assembler right here, which is still working for the moment on crafting stuff. Steel plates? No, actually disassembling steel plates, which is good, because that is also going to give us the iron we need, some platinum, things like that, so that's really good. So we got an assembler, which is a big game changer. What I did as well off recording is just lock all of these to mag plates, so they stop drifting around randomly, and we did the same here with some of the blocks we found. We got one extra survival kit here. I got 3 small grid ships. The plan is still to build a fighter, but I got a feeling we might not have enough with 15 thrusters to make a capable fighter ship. So what I might do, we did see a drone in that direction, but I'm not entirely sure anymore where. Where are we? We are here. We flew towards the planet, so it should be somewhere in that direction. I think we're going to fly towards the asteroid and see if it spawns in it again. That's going to be the first plan. See if we can find another small grid drone and then see what we can do with it. Oh yeah, you know what we should do? We should move this ore detector. Well, this ore detector is not important, but we should move the container into our nacelle. I think that should be one of the main priorities. If I open up this gap and we slide the container next to here, next to the survival kit, that should work. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up this this side here. And we're going to slide this container right in there, and then we can go. Having an extra container is going to make such a big difference to be able to just grind things down and even leave ships behind and then clean them up later with trash removal. I'm going to use a weld pad this time because I don't want to grind too much stuff away to get the merge blocks working. So we're just going to put a weld pad there, and that should be enough to get this connected. There we go. So now we are connected. We have a nice cargo container here. That's going to give us at least, what is this? Another 15,000 liter plus the connector. That's a good little start. All right, let's close off everything here and let's go. All right, so now the cargo container is in the nacelle. We can go and try to find that small grid drone. When we come back, I don't think the first focus will be the ship. I might actually want to look into building some lights / defense towers on the outside. Just basic ones for the moment. Because if we're going to go into combat with the Assert and I die, then drones will follow me to my spawn location, if I remember correctly. That means they will come back here, and I want to have a defense ready that they don't just start shooting up my base, but they get taken out by the turrets first. So that's going to be the plan after that. So I'm going to jump in my nacelle. We're going to fly towards the asteroid, and hopefully the drone pops up their antenna for us. Oh, that's the one. 13 kilometers. So I'm not entirely sure if any of these drones are active. That means if I fly close by, would they rotate and shoot me? I don't know. So therefore, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna keep a safe distance, go and check it out, take it over, and then collect it with our nacelle. And that should be enough to start our fighter. Let's see how great that is going to be. Like I said already in the beginning, I always feel very uncomfortable building ships. Uncomfortable might be the weird word, but it's more like out of place. Especially small grid ships can be very hard to not just make a brick out of it. I think I see it blinking there. I don't think you can see it, but it's right to the left of my cursor there. There's a space wasp as well down there. I don't think it's important, a space wasp, for the moment. So right there. Let me just turn on my weapons. And check my... Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it, yeah. 2 kilometers. Okay. I think that's the closest we want to go. Let's turn off my weapons just in case they start shooting it. And let's go and check it out. Small drone. Doesn't seem to be moving. Alright. Let's pick out the AI block. I don't know what you exactly have to take over extra. Maybe the timer blocks. Everything that has a computer in it. Let me just take this out. So this should be my ship. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Is that a... Well, hello. Would you happen to have any ammo? You got 6 railgun ammos? Ooh. Well, aren't you a beauty? Alright, let's turn off the battery. That should turn off all of my thrusters as well, no? Are there more than one battery in there? Let me just check. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of batteries in here. There we go. Alright, let's go and get our nacelle, pick it up. Let's go home and put together our fighter. I'm not even sure if a railgun is a good idea. Isn't this a little bit overkill? Also, how much does it suck out the battery power? Whew. Alright, so. We have another nice one. So we can bring that down. And that is going to be, I think, more than enough for building our ship now. We should have enough thrusters. Alright, that's a real good haul. Now, first of all, I think we actually can build ourselves the gun. So if I want, I can build ourselves a railgun. So that's possible. I don't need to worry about that. But I don't think I want a railgun on my ship. Not now. I think it might be a little bit overkill for the first combat we're going to be doing. I think I prefer to actually take the turrets, the ammo out of it, and refine that to explosives. So we can, not explosives, to ammo that we can use in Gatling turrets. These we can grind off because we can rebuild them. And grind this one off. Oh, there's 10 power cells in there. Ooh, that's actually a good find then. It means I can probably fix that battery down there. I'm gonna put you in here. I'm gonna go to production. If I disassemble all, you're making my uranium, which I can use to power. Yeah, there's no explosives in this at all. Okay, so this doesn't make any difference to like weaponry. Okay. Didn't know that. But uranium is good. That means I can maybe... I don't think we can build ourselves a reactor, and I don't think these drones have reactors on them. Anyway, we're gonna build our ship, but before we start building our fighter, like I said, I want to focus first on some defense pillars around the base here, with some extra lights, so we can see what is happening, but also we are defended when we get attacked, most likely later on. So, while I could do this all in conveyors, the problem is I don't have the resources to really do this. So for the moment, we're just going to build temporary towers that will serve as a bit of a beacon for like light and a turret on top. They're going to protect us for a while, and then later on we can expand on that. So we're going to put a large turret on that, and I'm going to probably take you away and put you on top of there, because you are pretty much pointless here. Well, let's grind as much down as I can. There we go. Put you on top here. The large turret. There we go. So I'm gonna have to refill this manually. Another thing I'm gonna do, we're gonna put a hinge here. 5, like that. I'm gonna remove the center one. Just gonna weld you up a little bit. And then I'm gonna add a small head to you. I'm gonna weld you up a bit, but we can focus on you in a second. Before I put any bullets in there, let me just put the AI radius. Let's put 800. Target rockets. No. Large ship, yes. Target characters, yes. Target enemies, yes. Default. I think we are gonna aim at weapons. Now on here, we're gonna build a little basis that is gonna serve for our light. So I'm gonna put a cube here. I'm gonna put 2 hinges there, like left one and the right one. That and like that. That's a big ship. That's so big and so close. My God, that's a big ship, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 guns there. 6, 7. My God, look at the amount of weapons on that thing. But that's a really nice ship to capture one day. Wow. So what I'm trying to do is oh, that's a nice position there. Okay, I snapped in the wrong spot. Let's place it against this cube. I'm trying to see if these small lights would give me more light compared to the large one. These only cost me 1 large steel tube. Well, I think if you go for the large ones, these cost me 2. Okay. So it is actually cheaper to make 1, but this is going to be more spread. So let's see how that works with the small grid. Ooh. I actually think this is not bad. Alright, nice. Alright, I'm gonna keep this aimed down so we actually see the ground. I think these 3 lights definitely have a much wider area of effect. That's definitely doing a good job in lighting up the area. Alright, I'm gonna try and build 1 more there, 1 there, and 1 there. And I think 4 should be enough for the moment to protect this base in case we get to a point where we get attacked. But I'll do this off recording as well. You don't need to see me do this 4 times. Another thing I would like to do is put a hydrogen bottle in production. Although, did we not have like a hydrogen bottle somewhere? Let me just check. No? Ah. So let's just make one. Let's make 1 hydrogen and let's make 1 oxygen bottle as well. It's pretty handy having this assembler now to just make this. Alright. So, alright. We got now 4 large turrets placed around the base. I need to still weld up the connections, but that's not the most urgent thing. I think I want to focus on my ship today. Oh. Ooh. If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away. Well, I know what's good for me. Yeah, I'm not looking for a big fight right now. So don't you worry. As long as you stay away from me, I'll stay away from you. Alright. So, let's focus on the ship. Let's see if we can start putting things together and then work from there. Now, the disadvantage of this is that we cannot grind them down, so we're going to have to place them where we want them. If we're not happy, we're going to have to disconnect them again and place them again, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, let's start with just taking away this cockpit for a moment. let's stop this all away and let's think about this for a second. What do we want to do? Do we want a double battery? Do we want to work with a single battery and make sure we have spares just in case something happens? I don't know how much power do you still have? This is 98 power. So we should be okay. We could make a combination of a large grid and a few small grid batteries. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to grind off all of these thrusters. I'm going to bring them down there. We're going to do the same with the batteries, the gyros. We're going to just disassemble everything of these, bring them over there, and then we have a good stock to work with. I think that's going to be easier than having to constantly check what we have on each ship yet. So let's detach you, and then I'll bring you over down there to the platform. Let's hang them here. You know what I should put there? I should put a gravity one there, so everything I put there just falls on the ground. I think that might just be easier to sort out. Oh, this turned on. If I activate my... Whoa! Okay, that's upside down. So, what do we need? We need to show on HUD. Then I need to show my info, show gravity range. Then I probably have to turn you on again. No, on. There, okay. I think we are lucky that it's just outside of this area. Let's put this on 0. Then we are sure that there's no gravity. And let's adjust the radius of this. And then we just add some gravity. Doesn't have to be much, I think. We just need a bit of gravity. If I now do this, I now have gravity. Why are you guys still floating? Shouldn't you fall? What? But shouldn't this be influenced by the gravity as well? How? Let me increase the gravity a bit. And then turn on and off maybe? No? I don't understand. Okay, this does make sense. Does this only work on me as a character? That is not right, is it? Why are you guys still floating? I really don't understand this. Is this... I mean, this is artificial gravity, no? Well, that was pointless. Alright, so I collected a few things. I got a battery, we got a beacon and antenna, some extra small batteries, we got some gyroscopes, and we got 18, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 thrusters. We still got more there, but let's start with 18 thrusters and see what we can do. Well, let's start with the cockpit. I am assuming that the best cockpit to use is the one with metal grids, so it lasts a little bit longer. We could use the industrial cockpit, or we could use the fighter cockpit. Let's go for the fighter cockpit. So this is the fighter cockpit. We need a battery, and we need thrusters, we need a gun. I'm gonna weld this one up. There you go. So we don't have any containers on this. We have no possibility to connect containers on it. So this is going to be straight onto small conveyor systems. So on the back here, I think we're just going to place ourselves a conveyor junction. Like that. Now the question is, do we want to go like this or do we go like this? I'm assuming we're going to go like this. Now I'm going to just take a few blocks here and we're going to make them pink or something. These are going to be the thrusters we want to put in here. So in total, and I'm going to just start from the back so we know kind of the width. I want to put 6 thrusters in the back. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3 on this side. And I'm doing it like this so I don't place them and have to move them. I just want to see what the placement will be. So that's going to be kind of the width of our wing. That means we're going to have enough space to put our up and down thrust and our forward thrust. Then on the back, we will have a connector. Let's just take the yellow because that's more of a functional thing. Like that. Now this ship is probably too long, so we'll have to shift this to the back, but I just want to kind of get a bit of an idea of what we will have to put in here. We want a beacon on that. We want thrusters on that. We want guns on that. We don't have any containers, so the cargo is going to be the cockpit and the connector. You know what, guys? This is going to get too complicated to figure this out. If I cannot visualize this, I won't be able to see what I want to go. I have a feeling the wings are going to be too wide. I think the ship is going to be too long, and it's not going to make any sense. So I'm going to jump into creative. I'm going to put something together, see what I like in creative, and then I'll come back to this save and we'll just build it as I have it in mind. The thing is, I have a feeling this thing is going to be shut up, and I have a feeling also this will not be successful. But if you don't try, we cannot succeed. So forget about this. We're going to start from here. On this, I'm going to put a battery here. Level with this. Then we can put a conveyor system below, a connector in the back, and then that is going to be the compact setup. Then next to the thrusters, next to the connector, we're going to put 3 thrusters left and right, and then we can just put a minimum of thrusters on the sides. The most important of this fighter is it has to be able to go quickly. And we need to be able to accelerate away or towards danger. So that's the main goal now. So what we're going to do, we're going to take one of the batteries and we're going to place that battery right there. There we go. And then here we're going to put a connector against, but we're going to put it higher. That way we can put a line of the conveyor below and connect to the bottom of the connector here. So if I do this, then we can put a conveyor below and connect to that connector. Just made a mistake here, because I thought it was there, but it's here. Let's take these away and put an elbow here. There we go. So now the connector is conveyed up to our cockpit, because the cockpit and the connector are the ones that are going to hold our ammo for the guns. Alright. With that setup, we now can focus on the thrusters. I'm going to put the thrusters on the side here. I'm going to start with 3 here and 3 there. The smartest way to do this is probably connecting 3 merge blocks here first and then put them there on the ship in one go. So if we put a merge block here and a merge block here, so then I can merge all 3 of them in one go at the ship.
Energy low.
This is really for the 50 millionth time. Do I have merge block here? I do have it. So let's place 1 here and 1 here. These are going to be the 3 thrusters. The client gremlin, I'm not sure if it's just because they are on their way to us or if the ship is always flying so quickly. Are you seeing the speed this thing is coming with? I mean, I don't think I should worry about the ship itself, but if it gets too close, it might send drones.
Energy critical.
Right, so these are our first 3 thrusters. Right, let's do another 3. Right, so these are the 6 forward thrusters. Forward thrust? Yes. Okay, and then just merge these together. Just need to move it a little bit. And that should be all of those thrusters set up. There we go. Now, so backwards, or forwards thrust, upwards thrust, downwards thrust, left and right. Then we need to put the forwards thrust here, but I'm gonna have to wait until I got my guns in place. So my idea for the first gun would be, of course, to place them here, and then the top ones here, but a little bit deeper. So we're gonna put a turret here, which should just be a regular Gatling turret here. And a Gatling turret here. And I think the next turret has to go just a step deeper, but it's gonna have to rest on here. That means I will need a conveyor system from here to here. So if I put a conveyor system like that, then we put a T, and then on that we just put a straight pipe. And on that we should be able then to connect our Gatling turret. So one here, and one here. Then now I can put the other gun here if I have the resources. You know what? I might actually work with the old ones like that, so it makes a little bit of a different look. And a little bit shorter as well, because I've noticed the difference of length. So they don't poke too much out of the cockpit. There we go. So now we got 4 guns. I think that should be enough to do a decent damage. And I think we're gonna put our thrusters right here in between. I mean, the braking thrust is important, but to be honest, I think it's less important for the fighter to brake for the moment. We just want to go forward, 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 and if we need to run, it's just rotate the ship and brake with your backward thrust. What you call it again? There's a term for that. All right, so we got the forward thrust, the backward thrust, left and right, and also up and down. Have you noticed that these are not powered? Okay, I wasn't sure if they were just not connecting.
Energy critical.
So what are we missing? Gyro and a beacon or an antenna. Yeah, let's put the beacon in here in the middle, and then the gyro. That's gonna be another story, but let's start with the beacon. You. Now, I'm not really gonna be bothered with calling this a name, because I have no idea if this thing is gonna survive at all. We're definitely gonna blueprint it. If it survives, it will deserve a name for sure. And then we'll just have to look into what we're gonna call it. If you guys got any ideas, as usual, you know where to put them in the comments. I'm gonna keep the gyro here floating for the second. Let's see what we can do with building blocks first. See where we will have space to put it later. We also might want to put a battery in here. If I fill this up with a block, then the battery fits in there as well. So what I'm thinking of doing is going to be a full block in here. So these will be a triangle block, maybe? Can I start with one thing first, and that's just take over the color of this for the moment. And then we can do adjustments to the colors as well. So let's just control shift and make this the whole thing same. Then let's go to triangle. And what we're gonna do is 1, 2, 3, I would say. And I think we're gonna copy this over to the top one. Meh. 3. As said, it's gonna be a bit of a brick. I'm gonna try to do some changes to the blocks, and colors maybe, but I'm not gonna be bothered too much about. And here, what we could do is put you here and here, so we make like a bit of a narrower, but narrower, like that. And I'm assuming we could do the same in the front. Doesn't matter with the guns poking out a little bit. We can deal with that. So I was hoping to do a time lapse one day as well to kind of go past these, especially if I'm going to start building bases or larger ships. We want to avoid the lengthy content where you just are trying to figure out building blocks. So a time loop would be nice. Honestly, my second PC is not strong enough to handle that. So that means I'm going to have to think about investing in something in the future. We'll see. What I want to do in here is, you know, the technique we wanted to put in that? I think it might fit properly in here. I don't know where I put them though. The armored blocks. There we are. 3. And if I now take the yellow of you. And we put you like this, I would say. And then the corner piece in there, I think. Like that. We definitely have a spot in there, so there could be a battery. We could put one battery on one side and the gyro on the other side. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I kind of don't want the gyro to be too exposed. If I put it on the top, it's going to be easily exposed. A beacon is okay to be, you know, it's nice to have, but if it's broken, it doesn't interfere with your flight.
Energy low.
I think I might do something similar on the top, although I cannot take this away, but we could put a yellow stripe, then just color this differently. That might work. So, we're gonna put that gyro in there. Let me just get, the gyro, we're gonna have to use a weld plate. This is gonna be so tight. You're not gonna be happy, no. I'm gonna try it, but I have a bad feeling about this. It is getting somewhere. Just need to go a little bit deeper. I can use the mouse wheel to kind of push it deeper, but I have to be careful. Because it seems like a block is always larger when it's free than when it's snapped. The collision box seems to be larger. Ah! I almost had it and then the whole thing pushes me backwards. Right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grind that block away. I'm gonna grind that block away. That should give you more space. I can always take that one away if it's necessary, but I don't want to do it right now. Alright, let's do this one more time. I do like the little information you see there on the screen where your weld pad is positioned. So it's easy to know where you're at. What is... Get in there, you stupid piece of... I'm right against it and it's refusing to weld up. I tell you, this is nice for a while, but after a while you're gonna get frustrated with trying to get things in a spot, especially because it doesn't fit like that. The collision is larger if you don't... There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Why are you not welding, you stupid piece of shit? Oh my god. My god, this took way too long. This took way too long. Ah, my god. Anyway, it's in there. Okay, so we got the in there. Now we can put our block that I was thinking about putting in there, the tree. Let's get the yellow color again, and then we put this here. Why would I be unable to put that there? Because there's not a single block holding this up, is it? Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do here. Okay. No, we can deal with that. So if I go back here. And let's take this one here. And then this one here and here. Like this. One here and then the smallest P. Like that. This should allow me now to put that block. There we go. It's not the most amazing placement because it's only connected to... Oh, wait. We need to put the battery behind that. No. Do we? Do we really want to put the battery in the back there? Will it make a difference if I put the battery in there or not? Just a small little battery? I don't think so. If I would put a whole series of batteries in there, I would say yes, but I don't think that one battery is going to make all the difference. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put a block in there. That or we put another gyro, but I don't want to do the... I don't want to go through all this again. So, I'm just going to put a block in the back. There you go. Okay, we got a beacon, we got a gyro, we got all the thrusters, we got ammo. Is there anything else that we are missing except for the completion of the armor? So I'm gonna disconnect all of this in the bottom, and we're gonna fly this ship to the connector so it can start charging. This battery has 2 hours. It's pretty nimble, so I don't think we needed another gyro for that as well. So once we connect it, we can then start recharging the battery. We can start also filling up our Gatling guns. I just need a set of robot as well now. So that's the connector. So we can switch it. There we go. So we just work on the nose. We work on the body a bit. And we just close off the top as well. But everything else seems to work, so we should be okay, I think. So yeah, it's a pretty compact ship. Very bulky. But it doesn't look too bad. I thought it would look worse. I think once you start working with some different, like, textures and colors, then things do start to look a little better. I might just put heavy armor in the color, so we have a line covering that. All that work building a fighter that's probably going to be shot up in an instant. Now I think we should be also strategic about what ship we're going to capture. I think that would be a good idea to check first what ship we're going to capture. You know what I'm thinking? Could I try something? If we would put the this has a little bit more strength, and it does give a little bit more of a, what you call it, je ne sais quoi. Looks like the drum of a weapon, of the Gatling turret. And I think it will give, I think it's probably more protected than the steel plate that we had. We could actually do the same here, but with piston. Like that. One here and put one there. G. Battery. Recharge on and off. Block weapons. Ooh, are these separate? Does that mean I cannot shoot both of them at the same time? Is that what you're telling me? I thought they were Gatling guns. I thought they would work together. So we're gonna put the other ones. There's no other choice than putting the to ensure that we have just the same gun. Block weapons. Now we have all the turrets in one line. 840. Alright. Although, yeah, no, they have more. They seem to have more ammo as well. These warfare Gatling turrets. Anything else we want to turn off? Gyro, beacons. Do we want to have like a beacon turn off as well? Toggle block on and off. And then of course the camera, which we didn't weld up yet. There we go. Alright, so we've got lights in the nose. We got the camera with a glass panel, so it's a little bit more protected. We got some lights in the back, so we see also when we're gonna hit anything on the sides. It's a small little fighter. Has some serious bite from the back, so this is definitely a really speedy ship. Everything has been covered with metal plating. Cockpit is slightly protected, but not 100%. Let's blueprint you. We're gonna call you for the moment Proxima Beyond Fighter 1. And that can get a name in the future if it survives. If not, then we will build another one. In the meantime, we do not seem to have any Assert Ship spawning in. And we want to be very, very selective on what we're going to attack. Okay, let's just fly it out a little bit so we can see how it behaves. And here we are. That's our fighter. Alright, guys. Let's see how we manage with this little fighter. We got 47 minutes if I go full blast. Okay, ship is working. We can definitely maneuver pretty well. Gyro is a bit sluggish if I want to tilt. And you can see it definitely has a lot of work trying to stabilize the ship. Right, ship is flying. It's not ideal. It's a little bit sluggish, but I hope it's enough to attack a small ship, which is hopefully an Assert Guppy or the Skippy or something like that. So, in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to be scrapping some stuff. I'm going to be grinding some stuff away, but you guys won't have to wait for that, because as soon as something pops up, we go for it. So yeah, let me just keep on grinding, and I will see you again in a bit. Oh. Assert Guppy. That's what we were waiting for. Yep. Well, we're ready for it. Let's get in the fighter, and let's go. Alright. Everything depends on this buddy. Oh, there we go. First one. That's a Space Wasp. One drone for the moment. That's good. I mean, good. It's okay. Okay. You definitely got some turrets on you. That felt like a large turret. Yeah. Alright, let's get that guppy again. Take the large turret out there. I got it. Alright, next one. Oh my god, this ship is very... Ooh, what? It seems like I explored more than I wanted to. I think we got it, guys. There's another space boss coming in. Gonna have to deal with that. Come on. I have 700 bullets left, buddy. Come on. Just go. I'm not sure. I think we might have already gotten the weapons. Does it still shoot at me? Yeah, I think it's dead enough. Yeah, it's done. Okay, let's go. Where does the guppy? Alright, let's hope it doesn't call any new ones anymore, because I noticed every time you fly out of the radius and you fly in again, it calls new drones. So I need to stick close to it. Hopefully it doesn't call anything new now. But the fighter actually did pretty well. We survived this without too much of a scratch so far. Alright, let's try to dampen to it. And then lock on. Then take it over. I think we... Without wanting to celebrate this too early, I think we managed. Do I have a Mac plate? No, my Mac plate is... Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. We need to do this quickly because it still cannot call in drones. And we don't want it to call in drones while I'm locked here. So the first thing we focus on is the AI block. The quicker we get this AI block away, that means no more drones. Oh my god, you definitely hit this well. No. I don't like.
Inventory.
Yeah.
Inventory.
I forgot these things exploded.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
I don't know why anybody didn't make a remix of this yet. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. We got a survival kit. We got a bed.
Inventory full.
Yeah.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Seems to be an interior turret here. Can I just get in, please? Can I use the grabby hands to pull it aside? Of course not, I just wedged it in there.
Inventory full. 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 Inventory full.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Drop the beats. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Is this now mine? It is mine. Shouldn't this slow down, or did we break the braking thrust on this? Or does this thing not have any braking thrust? It doesn't have any braking thrust. Well, that's unfortunate. It's 6 displays. No display here, no displays here. No displays here. You got 1 display. You got 1 display. That's it, no? Okay. You guys have any displays? You got 4 displays. Alright, if I grind down this cockpit, then I can use it on the other one right here. Then I can fly this ship, so we don't need to bother about the cockpit on my ship.
Inventory full.
So we can manage that. Alright. Alright, I need to get rid of some stuff. So let's drop it in the connector, so then I can grind those displays away. There we go. That should be enough to control this guppy. Where are we going? We're going home. Whew. I think we can call this a successful mission. We got the guppy pretty well as well. Not too much stuff. Why am I not going forward? These thrusters don't seem to work. Somehow my backwards thrusters are not... Why is that? You see, my backwards thrusters are not listening to me. Control panel. Thrusters. Are they on like override? Override disabled, disabled, disabled. Oh, there you are. You disabled. Ooh. Okay, so there's a whole... All of these are on override. There we go. There we go. Guys, we captured our first Assert Ship. Phew! I think it was a smart choice to go for the guppy. I'm trying to get out of the way of that Incon ship, and then we can fly back to home. The funny thing is, this guppy doesn't have a single braking thrust. This is just a ship for going forward. We got 2 solar panels, we got 2 hydrogen tanks, which seems to be half full. Got a whole bunch of ion thrusters, which is okay. We got another survival kit. We have a reactor in there. Another gravity, some batteries. All in all, a nice haul. Not too amazing in, like, resource-wise. I think the solar panels might be handy in the future. We could put even them on the nacelle. I'm still thinking about detaching these. But we don't need to think about that anymore, because I now can enable grind to learn, which means I can grind everything down and actually build these things now. Oh, this is gonna be so much better. So the fighter did hold itself pretty okay. I think we lost a few things. I already forgot what. But I think we're good. I think this is a perfect spot to actually end this episode. We can start the next episode with the grind to learn enabled. And yeah, that's gonna be it. This was pretty good. I'm happy with this episode. I'm happy with the progress. I think we can see each other next time. So guys, thank you so much all for watching. Thank you for joining me in Proxima Beyond once again. And I will see you again for episode 6. Have a good one. Beeblebum out.